Megan Campbell, ESC.
Bill, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Bill. May I have a seat?
Please do. Make yourself comfortable.
How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Doing very well. Very
Good.
busy. Good
Yeah?
time of year.
I hear ya.
Thank you so much for meeting with me today. I know you have a
Absolutely.
busy schedule. I actually had dinner with Ginny last week in Boston. She's great.
Yeah,
I
she's
mean,
a lot of fun.
We got on the topic of business, as always.
Of course,
and,
right?
You know, you guys came up. She had nothing but great things to say. She said, you know, why don't we set up a meeting? I think you guys could do great things together.
Awesome.
Okay, that sounds great. I know you have a busy schedule, so I want to stay on track.
Awesome.
Here's one of my business cards.
Thank you.
Do you have one that I can take as well?
I don't have one on me, but I can definitely get you my information.
Sure, that's great. Just so we stay on track, I want to set a quick agenda for about 10 minutes.
Yep.
Okay. And is there anybody else who could benefit from being in this meeting with us today?
Today, no. I would say, just us is good. Anything moving forward, definitely would have to incorporate my boss, Alex. He's our director of operations.
Okay.
And then Benny and George, they own the business. They ultimately make all the decisions.
Okay. And is it okay if I take a few notes today?
Yeah, please do.
Okay, great. So first, what I'd like to do is talk a little bit about EMC, who we are and what we do. Then I'd like to hear a little bit about Franklin Savings. Talk a little bit about your needs, what you're looking to do, hopefully be able to offer you some solutions, and then work on building a lasting business relationship. How does that sound?
Great.
Okay, great. So first, EMC. We're the global leader in data storage solutions. So we work with thousands of small to medium-sized businesses all over the country, and we work on making them more efficient. That's what we love to do. I personally work with small to medium-sized businesses because they are what run the community. So, it's so important, businesses helping businesses. That's why I'm here today to talk to you. We have many different types of solutions. We'll talk more about those later. I'd like to talk to you a little bit about Franklin Savings and ask you some questions.
Sure.
So how do you currently store your data?
Today we use direct attach storage.
Okay.
It's something that we've always done. It's kind of the way we've always done things. Pretty traditional, but we're comfortable with it. We have a small team. There's only 3 of us, so it's something that we're all comfortable with. We know how to use the systems. We know how to maintain them. All the important stuff, of course. So that's really crucial for us. But that's how we're doing things today.
That's great. I'm glad that you're comfortable. If you've always been using it, you're probably comfortable, right? If you could just describe your typical day working with the system.
Any day could vary, just depending on what we walk into in the morning. But a typical day-to-day, we maintain our current infrastructure, what we have, just making sure that all the systems are up and running to support not only our internal employees, but also, of course, our end users, our customers,
Of course.
who are obviously the lifeblood of our business. And we support help desk too, so if someone has a problem with their laptop, that's my job. But we spend a lot of time on maintenance. A lot of our time, we spend some overtime on that stuff once in a while as well.
Okay, you mentioned overtime, so are you coming in on the weekends? Or?
Sometimes. Usually
Okay.
it's, nights off during the week, but once in a while it is a weekend, which I can do without.
Yeah, can't we all, right? That's too bad. So you've noticed a lot of issues with maintenance, just the constant upkeep because of all the servers that you have. So, how many hours would you say a week you spend maintaining on the average week?
I would say, it really depends. I would say maybe average overtime per week would probably be at least 5 hours of overtime
Oh my gosh.
a week. Yeah.
Okay, that's a lot. On a scale of 1 to 10, where would you rate your current system?
Maybe 6 or a 7.
6 or 7.
It works and we're very comfortable with it. However, we are at an interesting point in our business where we're expanding and we're opening our other location, which is very exciting.
Very exciting.
Yeah, but
Congratulations.
thank you. Yeah, at the same time, it's a little bit stressful and it's putting a strain on IT specifically. Figuring out how we're going to incorporate the growth and how we're going to accommodate the expansion.
Of course.
So, we really don't have a roadmap right now. We don't have a plan. And that's really where we are facing our biggest challenge right now.
You don't know what system you're installing in your new office?
Yeah, we don't really have a plan. Our plan is to support the second location from Franklin for now.
Okay.
But even given that, we're going to need something that's a little bit more robust, maybe a little more scalable. And we're just not really sure if our current systems are going to be able to accommodate for that.
Okay. That's definitely very important because you're expecting some growth as you're having a second location. You guys are growing pretty constantly now, would you say?
Yeah, it's pretty consistent.
Okay.
I would say 15-20% year over year.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, it's good. Business is good.
So if you said you gave your current system a 6 or a 7, to get it to a 10, what else could we do besides maybe some of the time and maintenance thing. Is there anything else that really?
Those are the big things, definitely, is, freeing up some time. It has to be something that's easy to manage. It needs to be something that is simple to pick up. We can't afford to learn a complex topic.
Of course, especially not now.
Exactly, we're going to be busy with other things. Definitely need it to be cost effective and affordable. Again, Benny and George, their focus is driving out costs where we can. That's how they've been so successful. So we need to be financially responsible in all of the decisions that we make. Reliability is important too. We deal with a lot of sensitive information, and we can't really afford to be offline for our customers.
Of course, no, that makes so much sense. So just to reiterate quickly, we talked a lot about growing and expanding, which is so exciting, and how you need a system that will allow you guys to do that. You need to cut costs or keep costs low, and spend less time and hassle maintaining your system. That seems to be a lot of what you've been doing.
Absolutely.
Especially since you wear many hats and you have a small team of IT people. It's important that you guys are able to work at this location and the new location up and getting it up and running.
Absolutely.
Did I miss anything?
No, that's pretty good.
So if I were to offer you a product that could do all of those things for you and ensure a smooth transition for your company, would you be interested in hearing more?
Sure.
Okay, great. So the product that I think would be perfect for Franklin Savings is the VNXE data storage system. So VNXE is simple, efficient, and affordable, which are three things that EMC really focuses on. So it's specifically tailored for small to medium-sized businesses. And the way it works is everything is on one server, so it's one box. You're not topping server after server, always adding on service, as you mentioned. The maintenance, you come in overtime 5+ hours a week, which is crazy. You could be spending that time doing other things, especially with the expansion. So you're not going to be spending a lot of time on the maintenance. Everything is in the cloud. So I'm not sure if you're familiar with cloud technology at all, but the way it works is as you grow, it grows without you having to do anything.
Okay.
So it will save you time. It will allow for your continual expansion, which is definitely important. You won't be losing any customer information either because all the information is archived on the cloud. So even if it were to crash, we've never had an instance of that happen. But if it were to, for some odd reason, even though we have tech people who come in here and fix it for you, you'd have all your data still accessible through the interface, which is extremely simple. You mentioned simplicity is very important to you, especially with the expansion. You need something that's simple that you can learn quickly and not have take over your life while you're still trying to do like many different things in many different locations, like you mentioned. And I really think that this is something that you guys could implement in your new location and your current location that would really ensure your growth for the future. Okay. Do you have any questions or concerns that you have for you?
No, I mean, right now, of course, we need to be careful with our time and how long it takes us to learn anything, but I really don't have any decision-making power at all. Your best bet would be to reach out to Alex and see if you'd be interested in learning more about it.
Of course. What I would like to do, if you're on board, of course, is maybe schedule another meeting next week. We could meet with Alex and Benny and George, you mentioned, to the owners, and you could sit down, talk about the product. I can bring my IT team, we can show you the product, talk about simplicity. You mentioned it's important. I'm sure costs are important to your owners as you're looking to expand as well. So even though you don't have any decision-making power, I think because you are using the system, you're a vital tool in making this happen. I think this would definitely impact the amount of time that you spend. It will change the future for your company, and I think it's something that you guys should really consider moving forward. I'd like to implement that next meeting, that way we could get started on this.
Yeah, I'd have to touch base with Alex to just see what his availability is, but I can follow up if you want it.
Okay, could we maybe send something tentatively for like next Wednesday at 12, and I'll give you a call in the next 2 days and touch base again?
Sure. All right,
great.
Great.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.